All right. Gotta see how this works. All right. Gotta see how this works. Okay. All right. We're gonna call it a day. Let's do live stream. Okay. All right. Do we dare? Let's just hope that everything goes as planned. I am trying out OBS here for the first time in a very long time. So yeah, bear with me. I might need some assistance with this. Anyway, I will see if I can go into the YouTube Studio app and then go to the live streams. Here we go. Maybe I need to watch it. Like, I don't know how this works. But anyway, I'm glad to have you here. If you're joining in, watching. I'm trying to get the chat open. Hang on. This is like the worst thing ever when it comes to me and this uncharted territory. How do I even see it? Like, your live chat will appear here, okay? But it doesn't. So what do I do? How do I get it? How do I see it? Once a broadcast is started, you're going to be able to see it here. Okay. Let's go to the live stream and let's see. I should be able to open this chat, right? Shouldn't I? Like, you're going to be able to see. Oop, there we go. Hey. Okay, I can see the chat now, but I can't see the chat in OBS. So that's kind of a bummer. But see you here. We're just going to leave it as is. You sound robotic. Yeah. I honestly don't know what it is that makes this, but might be the microphone, might be me. Let me fiddle around. Yeah. Nope. Probably gonna be everything that is. You know what? Let me try something. I don't know if this is going to work, but I have a microphone that might be a little bit more. Let's do this. Here we go. So right now I think it's. How does this sound? Does it sound better? I don't know. Am I going to sit and hold this for the entirety of this stream? Maybe I will. I don't know yet. I'm just trying to figure things out here. If you can hear me and if things are sounding good, then give me a shout in the chat. Works now. Yes. Sweet. So I'm basically just gonna sit and hold the microphone then, like everybody loves. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna try to figure out here is how we are getting up the chat. Like why can't I see the chat? You just close the dockable window. Okay. Settings. Where do we get the chat? Property. Nope. Man, I should check these things out before I do dive into them, you know? That's classic Peter. It's like, okay, we're just doing this, aren't we? Yeah, we're diving into it, just trying as best as we can, and then we figure things out. That's how we do it. Appearance, general, stream, no, video, keys, accessibility, advanced. Why can't I see the chat? Like, where's the chat? It has to be. Media, video capture, text, siphon. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch this chat on YouTube instead. We're gonna cover it there. For YouTube chat showing you OBS Studio, you have to add a browser. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Browser to your scene. Okay, let's do it. Someone that actually knows things here. So where do I go? Like, what do I do then? I can't even. I see that I that I have it. You probably do too. But I can't even get the chat into OBS. That's the issue. So we're just gonna roll this. I am sitting here. You know, something that I've noticed is that there is a direct monitoring. Hang on. We're gonna see here. Does it sound better now? Hey, does it sound better now? Just trying, testing. Does it sound better now than what it did previously? Right click in the browser and click properties. Yeah, but I mean, like I can't even see, like I can't see the chat in, how do you say? Can't even see the chat in, what's the word? In OBS. Like I need to have a window open over here on this side. So I'm just trying to figure things out. Let's just do a live stream, shall we? I'm just gonna answer a couple of your questions, and then we're gonna, jump into things. I don't know. Anyway, let me scroll back a little bit to the previous topics. You sound robotic. Okay, there we go. Fix that. I think hyped for video camera gear is over. I see this on many channels, but I will keep watching your videos anyways. A lot of people has probably noticed that I've done a big shift when it comes to making my videos, and the kind of videos that I make nowadays compared to the videos that I did previously. And I think a lot of it comes down to my interest for cameras is not there anymore because they are so good. Like we peaked 3-4 years ago at such a high point. So honestly, I think that anything that you can buy in this day and age is going to be good enough. You have your phone. Like there's people making awesome stuff with their phones today that looks like a cinema camera. But then again, the thing that I love with cameras is to use them. I love the fact that I can create stuff. I love the fact that I can make videos on a daily basis if I want to do that. I love the fact that I can pick up the camera and then make a video, and then all of a sudden I've created something. And I've said it so many times before. I love the feeling of creating, the process of creating. That is where I thrive. And it's not necessarily creating the coolest videos or the best videos. It's more so about creating something that gives me fulfillment. And that is something that a lot of people doesn't align with nowadays compared to what I did previously, because there was so many people that watched me making the B-roll videos, making the behind the scenes, making the videos that I thought would be a catalyst for my channel, and it worked, and I had a lot of fun. I'm not going to say that I didn't have a lot of fun. I loved making those videos. But then we grow, and then we develop new habits, we develop new things, we move on to different things, we find stuff that we enjoy more than things that we did previously, and so on and so forth. So we develop as humans. There's probably going to be hundreds of thousands of subscribers that is not even around on my channel anymore because they don't align with the videos that I make. So I think that, yes, when it comes to cameras, we have seen the end of the hype train, and we're actually moving into a point where it's going to be harder and harder to make a dent, if that makes sense. Here we go. Saying hello in Kentucky. I'm going to scroll down, sorry, so that I keep up with the chat. Okay. Hi, Peter. You are the reason why I became a person who is looking at the video from creator perspective. Also because of you, I bought a Sony a7 III camera. Thanks for the work which you shared. You're welcome, dude. And thank you for watching my videos throughout the years. I appreciate that. Okay. Go live on YouTube. Click the 3 dots on your chat window. Yeah, but I don't have a chat window. Where do you mean? It all says brainstorm video ideas. Anyway. I'm just trying to figure things out here. Right click the browser in OBS. Yeah, but I created a browser, and the only thing that happened was that it kind of, you just added a browser source, right? And then it says local file URL, so on and so forth. That's it. Like I can't find any place where I can actually get it out. So screw that. I can't be arsed with it. I'm also still sick, so that kind of sucks. Or I'm feeling better. I'm feeling human today compared to previously, but right now my voice is a little bit as is, Love your videos. Greetings from Denmark. Do you plan to do more products in the future, like your cable and your battery chargers and so on? Hey man, Tager skal det høre from Denmark. I'm just trying to speak in pretend Danish. When it comes to making products, I appreciate so many people asking about them. And here is the Cyborg, for those of you that haven't picked it up yet. This is is a sleek looking tech organizer, right? Oof, I'm so proud of that. I would love to make more products. I really, really thrive when I create stuff. But something that happens when you create products is that you spend a lot of money. And people think that, bringing a product like this to life, you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? You're just selling this. But the fact of the matter is that you bring this product to life. It takes, this took 1 year from start to actually launching the product. I was a part of everything. I spent so much time, so much energy into that, trying to make the best that I could. And then when it's launched, it's up to me to promote the hype. But if people don't buy it, then, I'm going to be standing there with a bunch of money spent and a bunch of time spent without getting my return of investment. So even though I would love to bring more products to life, I need to prioritize the ones that I already have to make sure that they actually bring back the money that I've spent and the time that I've poured into them. So that is, that is one of the things that I love to do, but also something that I've realized over the years that not like, even if you're creating products, you need to have an ROI before you move on to the next one. It's expensive as shit. I don't know. I don't think people realized how much do you think I spent on the tri-charge, like personal money, to be able to bring that to life. Put aside all the time and effort and prototype testing and the designing. Put aside all that and just pure money. What would you guess? Zachary, love your hat. I wear it all the time. Dude, the Prime Gear hat? That is so sick. $5,000? Come on. I want some guesses before I release the truth. 20,000. I can say more. 50,000. No, not Swedish. No, it's if I say the amount of money that I spent was upwards to 100,000 US dollars. That's my personal money that I spent to bring all the different tri-charge models to life. And luckily enough, it was a success, right? It was, we made the money back. But the amount of money that you need to be able to pour into something to create something like that is wild. And that was just to make the molds, to make the actual process of, injection molding. So there's not the same amount of money with this because there's no injection molding. You don't need to make the molds. And when it comes to the Thunderbolt cable, the molds are so small. So there's only 2 parts. But when it comes to the Thunderbolt cable, the molds for that was 20,000 Swedish crowns ish, just for the molds. So when it comes to tri-charge, I spent a lot of money, and there's been so many people saying like, well, you should do this for this battery. We actually made for 3 different versions to begin with. We had the Sony, Canon, and Nikon, right? So the Nikon never made the money back on that one. The Sony sold like hotcakes, and the Canon didn't really sell as hotcakes, but it sold well. And then we made Lumix because there was so many people requesting that. We made Lumix, and then we made Fuji. Nothing. Sold. Like, don't think we made the money back on those, unfortunately. So that sucks. But hey, I'm just trying to be honest here and share my journey with you. So if you like this kind of stuff, then you might want to consider tuning into the videos at sometimes if you're not. But I'm I'm guessing that those of you that are watching are tuning in. How many people are we? I don't know. I haven't even seen. 47? Isn't that kind of wild though? You have like a YouTube channel, 600,000 subscribers, and there's 47 people here, which I'm super grateful for, by the way. Also, I want to show you something. Take a look at this. Let's see here. I think I can show you how the new LUTs are looking. Hang on. Let's see where we're at. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So you might be wondering what LUT this is, and this is actually my new Air LUT. Take a look at this. This is depth. That's a very, very deep looking kind of cinematic LUT. This does not do well inside, but when you're shooting moody stuff, you're gonna love it. Like, it looks so freaking sick on Icelandic shots. Icelandic nature in this kind of environment. Yeah. And also, this is probably my personal favorite. This is the Prime LUT, like the new Prime LUT, CS02 Prime. Love this one. You see how the images kind of, the entire image pops. It looks like so crisp and clear here in the background without crushing the actual shadows. And then you go back to like the base grade, which is kind of like lifted shadows, kind of simple on the dynamic range, maintaining the signal integrity of the actual S-log that, oh, sorry, not like that. That looks like this. Okay? So here we go. This is what the original image looked like. And then you go to the Air LUT, which I also like. This is a little bit brighter than the Prime LUT. And then you go to the depth. Oh. And then you go to the Prime LUT and then the base LUT. You can see that I've changed a little bit of the color. If you look at the blue hue up here, you can see that. And the Prime LUT is more of a teal and orange look. You know why? Transformers. I love that. But I think that looks pretty cool. And then on the depth, you have like a toned down version. Kind of moody. I like it though, but it's not my kind of vibe. But then you have the Air, which is also keeping this slightly tealish tint, but also lifting the shadows a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to the Prime. Here we go. Wow. Do you see how good this looks? Yeah. Okay, back to the chat. Sorry, I'm just sitting here promoting my own stuff like an idiot, mainly because, hey, Prime Gear. If you want to buy some merch, head over to the link in the description, prmgr.org. Tony, what is your opinion on Olympus pen cameras, and do you have any advice for street photography? I'm not your dude. When it comes to Olympus, like I haven't even tried one, so I have no idea. Hello, Peter from Romania. Hello. Hope everything's good. Hi, Peter. How's your iPhone 17 Pro? Let us know your opinion long term. Yes, I am thinking about making like long-term review of the iPhone because I have some thoughts. Like this is probably one of the absolute first iPhones that I've owned that I feel is perfect. There's nothing that I want to change about it, and it kind of bums me out as well. So I love it. But yeah, there will be a video. I'm actually making LUTs for the iPhone as well, so you're going to be able to stay tuned for that. But greetings from Sweet Home, Alabama. Just happened to see the live stream, so I thought I'd figure stop. So I figured I'd stop in. Yes, Sweet Home, Alabama. Hope everything's good over there. Carlos, I know I see you in the comments. Trust me. Johnny Armani, so battery good. I hope you were talking about the LUTs, and yes, they are. Like if you are looking to pick up some LUTs, check them out. I need to find a merch smuggler to get me a hoodie down here in the Southeast US. Dude, like I would love to ship stuff out to the US, but it is so incredibly expensive right now. I've tried, and it's not actually worth it because I don't think that people want to spend like $60 on shipping, and then you have the import fees and tariffs and stuff like that. Kind of sucks. Hey, 6 months ago you released Hey Kiddo. I love that video. Still follow you for your content. Still follow you for your current videos, etc. But that video really hits. Thank you, man. I've been working on that script for, I think I spent like 4 years trying to perfect that script and being able to deliver it in such a way where I wanted to feel impact. I wanted to edit that video. I made it for me, and I didn't expect anything from it, but it's one of those videos that I wanted to make either way. So I would have made it no matter if I had a YouTube channel or not. Yeah, emotional. I don't know why. Dad stuff. Do the LUTs work on iPhone? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't tried. So we're going to have to see. But I am definitely going to... I'm definitely going to explore that option when I move closer to actually creating the LUTs for the iPhone. Probably going to print some sort of stand for this. I mean, like, I have a stand, but it's too short. Well, the thing is, I don't even think Peter would know I existed. But as a teen subscriber, I think I grew up with him into other, and that feels bizarre. So you started follow me when you were a teen, and then you grew up with me over the last 7 years. Am I correct? If so, fucking awesome. Are you considering the DJI Osmo Nano for FPV? Honestly, do not fly FPV as much anymore. I haven't flown in over a year, and it's super fun, but it's not really worth it here in Sweden anymore to fly FPV, because you need to have VOS or VLOS, visual line of sight. Thoughts on what's happening in the world right now? Chaos. I'm just saying that. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to dive into it. Do you have any big projects on your house upcoming? Yes, Thomas, I do. I've actually been debating this a whole lot, whether or not I should record any of it or whether or not I should share anything around that, because I feel like it doesn't fit into the channel. But then again, it's also what I do and it's what I like. And I think that it would be a cool thing to share with people without actually making it sort of like a tutorial. Just, hey, here's me fixing the lawn, or hey, here's me doing this, or hey, here's me building a freaking, fence around the wooden deck, something like that. There's so many things that I want to do. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to be able to do those and make YouTube videos with them. But it all depends. Something that has happened over the course of these, especially the last year, is that I have diluted my own channel a whole lot because I've been wanting to move away from cameras and actually wanting to move into the creator field where I actually create stuff. I do stuff. I build stuff. I print stuff. I make stuff. I make my own products. I make my own merch. That is the kind of creator that I feel that I am right now. But YouTube doesn't seem to like that. So we're going to have to see what happens. Let's see. You should do that. It has been funny to follow. Would you give a short backstory about the U.S. police force? Yeah, okay, so this is just because it's fun. There's no, 10.8. I was trying to find how can I write in service or active duty or, being deployed in numbers and not actually type it out. So 10.8 was what I found when I was reading up on the different kind of codes that you could use. And that is it. I've never been in the police force, nor have I any plans to do so. But it's been very fun to kind of come up with these things. And I don't know if you've seen hang on, let me see if I can grab a sticker. I think you can hear me well still. Okay, check this out. So I have a couple of stickers that I ordered that I like. So we have PRMGR, it stands for Prime Gear, and they have Cybernetic Division. Rev A1 stands for Revision Alpha 1. CFG 89 stands for Configuration 89, and then System Active. So I thought, I've been playing around a whole lot with the entire, creating a system, creating merch and creating, bridging the gap between digital and actual physical products. And I wanted to make something that rhymes with me, where I am right now, what I want to move into the future, and same thing with my physical product. This is called the Cyborg, the Prime Gear Cybernetic Division. And then you have the Thunderbolt cable, the Prime Gear cable. So I've been trying to make all of this come alive, you know? And I think it's fun to create all these things, but I also spend way too much time on it. So I spend more time making these things, or at least the last 4 months I've been doing so. I've been spending more time creating all these things instead of making YouTube videos. Let's see. I think that works well. Project around the house. Do you have any plans on any plans to present your home lab? I mean, like, if you're thinking about my home lab, this is it. Like, I'm sitting in it. I love you, Peter. Thank you. I love you too. There's so many people out there that is just awesome. Positivity. We like that. I really enjoy the construction videos that you've done, from back to the studios at your dad's place to what you've done at your own house. Thank you, dude. Yeah, there's been a lot of work poured into both places, and I'm just trying to, make as much as I can on my own to be able to save money and to make videos on it, because I think it's fun. I think that the craftsmanship is valuable, Kashif Malim. Hey, Peter, seeing you live feels so weird. Oh, does it? Really? Well, here I am. And hello to you, Kashif. Rafal, how much time do you spend to keep this channel going? I mean, filming, editing, working on projects, because obviously I have your own life behind the camera. So how long do you work in the office? Honestly, lately there's been way too much. Like the last 6 months has been intense. It's been very stressful because I've spent a lot of time and effort into making videos that has been kind of flopping, and then you need to make even more videos and so on and so forth. But we're gonna have to see where things goes. Like, I've had 3 great years where I haven't stressed as much, but now as running my own business, you need to move back, you need to find new ideas, you need to find new collaborations, especially since I've been working with Artlist for, 6 years at this point, but we kind of parted ways. So that kind of sucks, but hey, they want to do the generated AI thing, and I'm not feeling it. Are you an 89 baby? Yeah, that's it. Config 89, established 1989. Hi, Peter. Thank you so much for such inspiration that you're sharing with us. I really appreciate it. My question is regarding starting print on demand. Do you see this still worth it? I'm just kidding. Print on demand is something that I am like, I like it because I have control. But if you're thinking about drop shipping and have anyone, like someone else print on demand, then you got to make sure that you have checked the quality, that that the quality of the print is good, that that the quality of the apparel is good. Like, I think that those things are so freaking important. And if I order merch from someone, then I don't want those clothes to be bad. Like, I don't want to have the generic, super thick Fruit of the Loom kind of t-shirt. I want to have something good. I want to have some thought behind it. And these t-shirts, for example, I've been ordering all the different t-shirts that I could find on multiple different websites. And these are the ones that I found to be the most generic, basic, simple, comfortable, easy t-shirt to wear that is not too thick and is a little bit longer, which means that when you pull your arms up like this, it doesn't go up and show the tummy, or the muffin top, Is YouTube a 9 to 5? No, it is absolutely not. Sometimes I do wish I had a 9 to 5, but YouTube is, I'm going to say that it's like a 6 to 11. Yeah, 7-11. We can say that. Sounds good. Still Art Media, just saying hi. Hello. Study with Prasad. Try B-roll videos again once. Big fan of your work. I appreciate it, dude. But like this conversation has been nagged and nagged and nagged and nagged. Are we gonna dive into this again? Maybe. I don't know. But they were fun. They really were. But they're also incredibly repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over and over. You can see the same kind of movements. You can see the same kind of shots, the same kind of slow-mo, the same kind of lenses used, the same kind of storyline. There's nothing that I think I would be able to offer differently now than what I did 5 years ago. So I feel like if I were to go back and make a B-roll, it's just to make something that looks cool. And maybe I can do it once in a while. I can do once every other year, or once every year. But I don't want to make those videos. Like if I were to make once a week, I'd die. I'd go back to DHL. Trust me on that. Wow. Hi, Peter. Following you for years. First time seeing you on Livestream. So that's great. Hey, Steven. Welcome to Livestream and great to have you here. I appreciate that. Locklens. Hi, Peter. Just want to thank you for your content. It was the real trigger that made me start as an Italian that wants to make English channel. That's awesome. Greetings from Lake of Como. Oh, the beautiful Lake of Como. I would love to go back. Shit. That's a beautiful place, man. And also, great work on starting an English channel. That is great. Let's see. Rune Skar. Hi, your content have been changing quite a bit over the last few years. Love most of it. What will the future bring your channel in the future? Yeah, this is very interesting, to be honest. But I'll probably do more live streams here on the channel. That is something that I did like when I started making my YouTube videos. I tried to make it like once every other week or so. But when it comes to the actual content that I will produce, it's going to lean more towards vlog style creation, behind the scenes of what I do, if that makes sense. I'm still going to talk about tech, making a video on the Roborock S20 because it's a freaking awesome Roborock what did it say? Robo vacuum. And I love that. Partnered up with Roborock, and we're going to make a video on that. I'm going to make a video on lawnmowers. I am going to make videos on actually planting a lawn. I'm going to make a video where I create a fence around my wooden deck. I am going to create a video on the Bamboo Labs H2D because I've been using it now for almost 8 months at this point. And I bought another one. So I have 2 of them. And I'm going to make a follow-up video on this. I'm going to make new drone videos. Like all of those kind of videos are coming, but they're going to be different from what they have been. They are not going to be the sit down and talk about, hey, here's this new lens that is 0.001 increments sharper in the hexagonal pattern of the spherical asphyxia lens. Like that, I don't like that. I have absolutely no interest talking about that. This lens that I'm using right now is the 20mm f1.8. It's like a, 4-year-old lens. Great. Do I need a sharper lens? Absolutely not. So yeah, that is kind of what's coming. And also talking about like this, I'm about to make a video. Like I know I made a video, but this entire setup right here, this is the brains of the operation of where I'm sitting and where I'm editing all my videos. So that is going to be covered and broken down into pieces. So I actually went out to film, I think it was 2 weeks ago, went out to filmed the entire intro, and then I formatted the entire card. Yeah, that's your guy. That's where I've been. Okay, let's see. uh, hello, Peter. I bought my H2D in December. I've been printing 1,000 hours already. A lot for the squaddies, but also printing light signs now. That's awesome. I told you, it's a great printer, right? Freaking amazing. Will you ever get back into FPV? I will probably not get back into it because when I jumped into it, I shared the learning process with you. But will I fly again? Absolutely. If I go to Iceland, I'm sure as hell going to bring my FPV. If I go to a place where I think that FPV will be beneficial, then I'm going to bring an FPV drone. But I'm not going to jump back into it and just make videos about FPV drones because I'm not that kind of guy. And I don't have the interest of actually building FPV drones. I buy them, fly, and then I'm done. We want to celebrate 1 million with you, dude. When was, dude? You know, I think I made a video 4 years ago where I said like we're on the road to 1 million now. Like let's fucking do it. And I was hyped. And there was a lot of people that was hyped with me. And then it just stopped. You know? There's been a shift of content. We have AI that is entering things now, but the thing that I think is that people connect me with a guy that talks about cameras, but I'm shifting away from that, which means that people are not really resonating with the things that I do anymore, or at least my subscribers is. So therefore I need to find a new subscriber base, and shifting the audience is what takes time. But we're going to have to see how much of that is true. Who's your top 3 YouTubers who you follow? The only YouTubers that I actually follow right now are my friends. And that's it. Like I don't watch YouTube at all right now. What is your best lens? Dude, come on. You watch my videos. We have the 1635, we have the 24mm, and then we have the 50mm f1.2. Those are it. Still the favorite lenses. The 24mm I've been using 7 years at this point. Brian, yes, Brian, I've seen you in the comments. I feel the same about Artlist as generative AI direction. Love the music catalog, but I do feel that they're burning the creators who made them. I do agree. I feel like moving into that direction is kind of like saying, see ya. But hey, I don't think that generative AI is going to be a boom in like 2 years. So we're going to see if they poodle back. Thomas, Pixel Media. Hey, from Croatia. Hey, I admire your progress from beginning to now. I appreciate that a whole lot, more than you think. What is the hardest part of being a YouTuber? Gaining followers or having video ideas? I'm going to say both are hard, but the hardest part is knowing what resonates with the audience. So if you have a video idea, there's absolutely no guarantee that that video will take off or that that video will be reached by the audience that you thought it would. So yeah, that is probably the hardest part. Hi, Peter. I like the new direction with the channel. I hope you show more process of creating products and you work with the 3D printing. Yes, that is coming. That is definitely something that I'm going to dive into a little bit more. The process of creating things, the process of prototyping, and the process of just making things for fun will be a bigger part of the channel. And I am going to do my best to bring you along in the process of where I am right now and where I want to be. That's it. So basically, vlog style kind of elements baked into every video in one way or another. I don't know. Love it. Can't wait for the videos and streams to come. Yeah, me either. I'm telling you. Hey, brother. I've been watching you for a long time. Love all of your videos. Keep up the amazing work. You are a big inspiration for me for video editing and much more. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. I will be diving into my Final Cut Pro course a little bit more. So those of you that have purchased that, you're going to get updates from now on. What microphone is this? You know what? I don't know which model it is, but it's an old one that I had in the cupboard. So I thought, why not use it? Does it sound good? Uh-huh. Hello! När är den uppläsning börjar nästa vecka? When is the föreläsning next week? March 8th. It's from 1300 hours to 1530. So if you're going to Stockholm next week, then you should definitely go to Scandinavian Photo on Sunday between 1300 hours and 1530 hours. I'm going to be there. I'm going to hold a lecture. You're going to listen to me talk about YouTube and about, bringing my products to life and what I think is important when it comes to creating videos that are high quality and how I like to shape lights and that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's going to be a lecture. Head over there. Check it out. Scandinavian Photo. That's going to be fun. How do you handle lack of growth on YouTube? Well, dude, in here, it's chaos. Let me tell you that. But in reality, it's just on to the next one. What are you going to do? I actually got a comment today that was really uplifting. Let me tell you. Quote, wow, it's really impressive to be a part of seeing a dying channel. Yeah, that was, I'm like, thank you. Thank you for that. That really motivated me. I saw the same shift with Becca and Chris, still watching what they do, but I felt the same. I feel that we grow and it's nice to shift and make different types of content. Yeah, I mean, like we all grow and we shift interests and we create new things. We want to do different things and then we move on and so on and so forth. So I personally don't think that shifting the niche is anything that is crazy. I would like if I knew that if I started a new channel, I would be finding my audience directly, then that would be great. But that's not the case. And I feel like if that's not the case, then I can just keep everything on one channel and just keep making the videos on this one. Scandinavian Photo in Stockholm, by the way. Hey, Peter, why haven't you been posting often? There's multiple different reasons, but a lot of the reasons has been this, trying to find something or create something that is mine. I've been far too deep into the sponsor rabbit hole for the last 2 years, and I want to be out of that. If I'm gonna be honest, I want to be able to stand on my own legs. The downside with being relying on the sponsorships is that when they move away, like what do you do? What is your plan? Like what are you going to create? Are you going to chase new sponsors? Absolutely. But then again, you're always working for someone. I want to work for myself. That was one of the reasons why I started YouTube. I want to be my own boss, right? I want to create my own videos. I want to make my own things. The downside, though, is that I can't live on AdSense. Like I can't make videos and live on AdSense because right now it pays me $300-400 a month with the views that I have. So I need to go up to, I think, 1 million views or something like that to be able to sustain some sort of good living, or be able to pay my house. That's kind of where it's at. So you need to have sponsorships, or you need to create something on the side. You need to have something that is yours truly. And back in 2021, I dropped my Final Cut Pro course. I think it was 21, or maybe it was 22. Can't remember. But then I dropped the Tri-Charge. It's been great. And then I dropped this in November. But in between that, I didn't really do anything that generated profit for me or my business, because I was relying on the things that I've already did. So now I'm trying to, reinstate my own things into my own business, if that makes sense. So if you see me promoting my merch, you should know that, like, if you purchase one of these shirts, it's me, 100% me, that you're sponsoring by purchasing this. You're getting an awesome freaking shirt with a dope freaking print, and I'm happy to send it to you because you're purchasing it from me. And same thing goes with my LUTs. Like, the money goes for me. There's not, if you sign up for Artlist, they get the money and they get the bigger business, and so on and so forth. Or if you sign up for whatever kind of else affiliate that is. So I think it's interesting how that works. But yeah, that's why I haven't been posting videos, because I've been working on creating my own LUTs. I've been creating an entire system that is kind of bridging the gap between digital and actual physical products. So now you know. Hey, Peter, my daughter's partner has started 3D printing flying drones. Guess which channel I recommended? I appreciate that, Paul. Sick. So I have 70 people in the chat, actually, or in the live stream. I think that is pretty interesting. 50 minutes. I don't know how long I'm going to do this, but as long as you keep asking questions, I'm going to try my best to get back to you. All right. Pulp Dog, shifting the niche. What if you don't have a niche to begin with and don't want a niche? Honestly, I think that in this day and age, it's going to be harder and harder if you don't have a niche. Like, just spitting videos out into the void is not going to be the way to grow a YouTube channel now. And you need to have some sort of focus. And my focus is going to be on the creator niche, where you create, like, you 3D print, you design stuff, you make your own stuff, you test products. And that is going to be the creator, I guess. Lachlan's, I totally understand and really respect that. It's hard to accept less views, I guess, but if you have new goals and shift a little bit, I feel it will pay off in the long run. I hope so, and I think so. But the hard part is knowing how long is the long run, Sometimes you got to understand that you're not going to be able to run 4 years if you just try to do the shift. Hi, Peter. Any other 3D printer than Bamboo? And any thoughts on Bamboo and the way of doing business? No, I haven't tried any. I like the Bamboo Lab printer. And again, I am not a tinkerer. I am not a, trying to build my own stuff. I am someone that buys something that has a purpose for me. And if it fills that purpose, I'm going to keep using that. So if Bamboo Lab are, bashing down on the 3D creator community, that sucks. But what am I going to do about it? I don't know. I love their printers. So I feel like I'm not the right person to ask. Thanks for the answer. I have the problem of having too many interests and could do 100 different videos on 100 different topics. Dude, I know exactly how that feels. Trust me, I'm there every day. I know starting a new channel might be difficult, but I think it's better in the long term. No. There's multiple different reasons for it, but I started a Swedish channel, which is going to be super fun to see develop over the years, but it also takes time. I started the vlog channel 6 years ago, and it capped out at 16,000 subscribers. That was it. stopped growing. Like nothing happened over the course of like 2.5 years. So I feel like even though I started to just make vlogs on that one, the core audience that liked the vlogs, they followed, but then growing from there was close to impossible. But I made the videos for me, and I made the videos because I thought that they were fun, and they are super cool to look back at right now. So yeah, that's pretty sick. You are an inspiration to not only viewers, but also super tiny content creators. You don't sugarcoat, and I appreciate that a lot. My dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. And also, cheers. Just felt it. Pepsi. It's Sunday. Yeah, I wish you a great long run. Hopefully not so long. Yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, like doing the content shift with a big subscriber base is not something that is easy. And honestly, I could probably hire someone that could, make the videos for me so that they're still within the niche that I am. But I'm not that kind of guy. I don't want to do that. Terry is joining in here. I was watching Terry's live stream and he kind of inspired me to start my own. Now I'm stuck here for an hour and I'm probably going to end here in like 15 minutes because I need sleep. No one wants to keep doing the same thing over and over. We all adapt and change. Sean Peacock, you being so open about your journey brings so much reassurance and comfort to those of us going through the same. Thank you for being you. I appreciate that. And thank you for tuning in, Sean. I think it's very important that we all understand that we're all humans. Like everyone that's making stuff is pouring their time and energy into making that stuff. So like if you watch a video where I'm just sitting here at the desk, it's like, oh, Peter is so freaking lazy. He's just making one of those videos where it's sitting at the desk talking about something that is on his topic. Like go out and shoot something. My dude, like I spent no less than like 4 hours on that video and you're calling me the lazy one? Like I spent that time because I didn't have more time. And I'm not talking to you, Sean. I'm just giving you an example. But I think it's very interesting how people kind of like call you out because you're trying to make videos. And if you don't make the video that they wanted to have at that specific moment, then you're the lazy one for making a video. And I gotta be honest, I mean, like Terry, if you were still around, when this is actually kind of a fun story, but when me and Terry went to Iceland, I think it was 3 years ago now, Terry, I went there because I didn't want to make a video to begin with. I told Terry, no, I'm just going to fly FPV. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. But then as we were driving around, we sat in the car, we were talking, just having a good time, drinking coffee that tasted like water, kind of shitty coffee from a gasoline station. And then I was like, Terry, hey, we should do a video where you fly your freaking Mavic 3 Pro and I fly my FPV, and then we banter back and forth, and you don't like FPV and I don't like regular drones and so on and so forth. And I think we recorded that video in like a day. That was it. We spent a day, and then I went home. I edited that video in like a day. So that's 2 days. But the entire video turned out really good. And it's like 750,000 views or something like that at this point. Had absolutely no plan, had absolutely no intention of making a video. And then that video kind of just popped off because it was in the moment. It was a fun video. And it was one of those videos that I knew that we could pull off, even though we didn't have the time to create something, that was planned. So I think that was pretty cool. And, it was a fun video, Terry. Really fun video. Fun trip. Man, 3 years. Time flies, dude. Okay. Let's see. As a new dad, I have a question. How did that experience impact your approach to creating content, both creatively and from a productivity standpoint? I mean, go back and watch my video, Hey Kiddo, and you'll understand that I regret a lot. Chris Ravage, hey man, what do you think is more important, title or thumbnail? And do you have a process like scripting first before filming? I'm going to say thumbnail, super important. Like without the thumbnail, you're not going to get the click. Scripting, but sometimes I do script. Sometimes, most of the times I don't, actually. Broken any lenses lately? Luckily not. I have two, let's see, yeah, two broken, no, three broken 1635 lenses. Shit. Remember the Q&A with Peter McKinnon and the damaged lens? I thought I was drinking whiskey with you both. I was watching through the beer goggles. Yeah, that's the lens standing in the sink right now that I used for real. Holy shit. Oh, I dropped that into the ground before I went down to Peter, and then I'm like, oh, shit. I'm going to record this with a broken lens? Like, he even asked me if I could shoot footage of him going around in Milano. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to shoot whatever I can. And I did with that said broken lens. So all the footage was crap, like unusable. Peter got home and he sent me a text and he's like, dude, I can't use shit. And I'm like, sorry. Hi from Ecuador, living in New York. I shoot fashion. That's awesome. Fabio Silva Media. I remember your videos on the apartment kitchen even before the B-roll exploded. Yeah, remember I was sitting there making live streams at times? That's kind of wild. You haven't changed a bit. Still the same honest, simple, and working dude. Hats off of that. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I think it's a lot of fun when people say that you change. Like people say, oh, you've changed, or you've become, you're sitting on a high horse or whatnot. The thing is, I don't care the slightest where I am today, because I'm looking forward of where I want to be. I'm proud though of what I have achieved. But, with all the experience that you gather over the years, it's kind of hard as well to stay, like to be the same person that you were when you started out, because you cannot be here when you're starting out and then expect someone to be exactly the same when they reach this point. That's an entire journey that is going to shape you, that's going to redistribute your thoughts, make you rethink the progress, make you doubt yourself, make you believe in yourself, and make you proud, and make you start doubting yourself again. Like there's so many things that goes on, but I will never forget where I came from. And I know that people has been, complaining because, oh, you've been talking about the DHL journey for so long. The thing is, I think it's important. I think it's important to not forget where you were so that you don't slide back the slope and end up there again. Because if you don't look back, how are you going to know what all the mistakes were, right? You can't always keep looking forward. You got to stay and reflect at times. And I think that is important. So I appreciate you saying that I'm the same hardworking dude. I try my best, and I just want everyone to be, having a good time. When they tune into my channel, I want people to have a good time. And I'm going to be honest, like my headspace for the last, I'm going to say 1.5 years or 1 year has been kind of weird. It all started with me finishing up the wooden deck. Because when I finished that up, I kind of ended up in a space where I was thinking to myself, like, where am I going with this? Like, where am I going now? What am I going to do? What am I doing? Like, what is the thing that I actually want to do? And why am I doing the things that I do? there were so many things that I asked myself on a daily basis and just try to figure out. And then you start to doubt yourself, and think about all the things that you're doing wrong. And then the comments are starting to pop in on the videos that you're making where you're sharing your thoughts, where people are saying like, oh, you have changed this, or you're just talking about this, or you're feeling like you're in a bad headspace, or Peter, I don't like your videos anymore. And then you kind of like downward spiral from that. And then you start to end up in a headspace that you shouldn't be. And finding your way out of that in social media, being your job, is not easy. But for anyone that is not working with social media, for anyone that is not seeing these comments on a daily basis, it's very easy to say what you should and shouldn't do. So for me, it's very important that I stay grounded in the things that I do. And heck, I mean, like, I have built myself this garage that I'm sitting in right now. And whenever I say that I'm proud of this, or whenever I say like I built my dream studio, there's still going to be people that are jealous. Still going to be people saying like, well, it's easy when you're rich. Yeah. Okay. So the 4.5 months that I spent on actually building this with my own 2 hands, those don't count. Like, I'm rich in time. That was the time and knowledge. That is it. One thing has changed, Peter. The beard looks epic. Much better than the cat switch. Yeah, this. I'm gonna trim it down. I'm gonna go back to the cat whiskers. Amanda does not approve. This is starting to look like, yeah, maybe if I let it grow, I'm gonna be like Kratos. Hey, boy. Final question, brother. Out of all the YouTube creators you've met, who starstruck you the most, and have you been disappointed by someone? Yeah, absolutely, I have, but I'm not gonna name drop anyone because I feel like that is not a thing you do. So yeah, absolutely. You are a busy boy, my friend, especially on Instagram. Yeah, I've been trying to push things out on Instagram, but I have no idea how the freaking algorithm works anymore on any of the platforms. I don't even know YouTube, and I don't know whatnot. It's kind of strange. You are, let's see. Hey, Peter, nice to hear you, bro. Real talk, and I feel you as a creator and Dan. Difficult to balance everything, but I guess to be well grounded is key. Yeah, or at least in my opinion, I think it's very important that we try to stay true to ourselves. So if my heart is not in making, the B-roll videos, then why should I do it? Like, what is the point? Sure, I can make those videos and then I'm going to be even more popular in India, but I'm not going to make any AdSense. I'm probably not going to get any sponsors from it. And I'm going to have a freaking boring time making them. So why not shift? Make something that I feel my heart is in, because that's where this entire journey started. When I picked up a camera, my heart was truly in that. I wanted to learn. I wanted to understand the process. I wanted to figure things out. I wanted to teach you how to do those things. And that is the same feeling that I have right now with these things, with the 3D printers, with the laser engravers, with the freaking merch that I'm making. Like, I want to show you the process of doing all these things. Like, I'm sitting in Adobe Illustrator making my own freaking prints. I'm designing this stuff. I'm sitting in Photoshop doing the products for my website. I'm sitting in Shopify doing the website design, like all of that. I want to, I thrive when I can learn the process. And if I already know the process, then I move on. Okay? It's like, yeah, that's how it is, boys. Yes, back in 2023, you donated to my volcano drone live stream. Yeah, I remember that. still remember how surprised I was since I had been watching you for a while already back then. You could do great things for us creators and viewers. Regards from Iceland. Isaac, I remember that I was watching a live stream because I was so close to booking a ticket to Iceland, and then boof, like the freaking volcano came, and I was sitting there at my in-laws summer cabin, and I was watching your live stream, and I was like, I'm so grateful that this exists, and there's a dude out there flying a freaking drone capturing this in real time so that I can sit here and sip on a coffee while he's flying around with a cinematic freaking drone capturing all these epic shots. Yes, I'm going to donate. Pixel 325 +1 for the Prime Gear design. It's really nice looking. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's been that means a lot. I haven't heard, I've been trying my best to do that. A design that works well, that kind of inspires me and reflects me as well, but also looks freaking cool. And that is what I'm trying to do. Do you know the Swedish YouTube channel called I Just Want to Be Cool? Yes, I do. Never watched them though, because I don't like their videos. Something I've thought about is if you're still doing any filming and editing outside of YouTube, like music videos and commercials and such. I do not anymore. Might just pick that up again. But I have done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 music videos in total. And one of the music videos that I did latest was for one of Swedish biggest rock bands, which is called Smash Into Pieces. And then I made music video for Dead by April feat Smash Into Pieces as well. I did not record any behind the scenes for this. Biggest reasons is because nobody watched them. And I felt that I wanted to be present of capturing the music, capturing the video, making the project that I had in my head. I wanted the focus to be on the result. I didn't want the focus to be on the process, if you understand. People just need to understand that being creative means doing a lot of different stuff, learning new things, keep on experimenting and doing new stuff. Hang on. Keep on experimenting and doing new stuff. That's the most interesting content. Yes, I do agree with that. Is that a Prime Gear cap? No, it's not. Love the design. Already have one, and got to say, quality is brilliant. That one is next on my list. Dude, the Prime Gear caps, they are sick. Do you have one with the new logo? Hang on, let me grab one so I can show you. I am still here, my friends. I'm just walking out to pick up a Prime Gear cap. Check these out. So these are so freaking sick. These are probably one of my favorites. I really like this print. That is, I call this the cracked XO. So I love that. And this is the multi-cam with the Dadgets logo. It's actually something that I've created that is going to be an Instagram page if I have the time. We're going to have to see how things pan out. What was your motivation to start YouTube? My motivation to start YouTube was to become better. I've talked about this in plenty of my videos, but I wanted to become better at doing things, better at making the things that I wanted to make. So I picked up a camera to be able to become better at taking photos, but then I leaned into video and I started following Peter and watched Casey Neistat, and I felt like video might be the thing that I want to do more than photography. So why not document the process of becoming better at the same time? And I also wanted to learn how to speak English better. So therefore I thought to myself, like, well, what if I do it in English? So I'm going to learn English. I'm going to understand English better. And I'm also going to learn how to use a camera better if I share the knowledge that I learn during the process that I use it. So that was the motivation. Still is, understanding things. SG66666 try. Hey Peter, thanks for the products. I bought 3 of your Thunderbolt cables last year. Yes. And they are awesome. Are you working on some new electronic products? Yeah, I actually am. It's been a long process, but I have something that I'm working with together with Tilta. It would be great if you could do a few more videos on 3D printing. Yes, I will. There's gonna be. Tell us your best dad joke. Yeah, I can't just spit out a dad joke. It's like they arrive when they arrive, you know. I filmed and edited and published my first and only music video on my YouTube channel 19 years ago. Filmed in a mini DV camera at a friend's bachelor party on a bus. Yeah, that's interesting. The Ivan brother, thanks for being an inspiration, even though my content sucks, which I guess is normal in the beginning. It is. Don't you worry. You are definitely one of the few creators I watch consistently. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. What would be your number one tip for people who want to start photography and cinematography? Number one tip. I don't have any like number one tip that I can give you straight up like that. But something that I do think is very important is to practice, like to actually understand what you're doing and go out there and actually make the videos. It's very easy to say that you're going to make the video if, or you're going to do the thing if. But actually going out there and making a video that no one else told you to make, that is going to make the difference of learning and not learning. I remember in 2017 when I was out during freaking November here in Gothenburg, taking photos because I wanted to understand how to take photos. That was it. The photos kind of looked but I learned. I learned on the process, and then I understood what I was doing. Is the logo on the orange and black cap done with a leatherette? Yes, all of these caps that I have is done with leatherettes. I am working together with a friend of mine that is making them, and he has a laser engraver, so he cuts them out from a leatherette and then kind of like gets this black on silver look from the leatherette with the laser engraver, and I think they look sick. So it's going to be fun to see how things develop with the Prime Gear merch. I'm super proud of this, and I'm super happy that it's finally out there because I've been working on it for a long time. So if you want to pick up some merch, it's unfortunately European Union only. Check out the link in the description, primegear.org or prmgr.org. And if you want to pick up my LUTs, I'm going to show you again. So can you guess which LUT that I'm using right now? Maybe not. I'm using the new CS02 Prime LUT. So CS stands for color system, and O2 is basically just a number for the cinematic LUTs. And this one is the base LUT. And for those of you that wasn't here, take a look at this. See up here? This color, I try to make more teal on the Prime LUT because I wanted to have it more teal and orange. And you can see the difference when I'm flipping it like this. See that? The Prime LUT looks really classic teal and orange, kind of cinematic tone to it. And I love this. I think it looks so freaking good. So it's available on my website. You can purchase them. It's for the how do you say it? Like for the S-Log 3 and DJI D-Log actually. So this is the depth LUT. It's more of a moody kind of tone. This is perfect when you're using it on on a like Iceland kind of shot, nature shot. You want to have a little bit moody feeling into it. Maybe you're out camping. You want to have this kind of look to it, kind of moody, toned down. And you can see here that like the vibrancy is a little bit gone. The saturation is dragged down. And they have this, which I call the air LUT. And this is like bringing everything up. You see the shadows is not crushed. It's actually lifted a little bit. And then the overall tone of the image is more bright, but is not clipping in the shot. But my favorite is this one. I love this. Yeah, Desert Multicam. This one is so good. Love this. Let's see. The head design of the Prime Gear is so nice. That one alone makes me want to buy one. Dude, have you seen the hoodies? Hang on. I'm gonna bring a hoodie so that you can actually see how they look. I am going to bring one down that is ready to be sold for someone that wants to purchase one. So these are the hoodies. Like I've been pouring so much energy into this. It's way more than I should. But you have the chest print right there, the EXO. I call this the EXO Clean. And then on the back, hang on. On the back, here we go. On the back, we have the heavy print. Take a look at that. That is sick, right? PRMGR. And then you have the big freaking head. That's actually 2 prints, by the way, that I pieced together. But it looks freaking dope. And this is large. Trust me, you don't need an XL. I use large, and it's puffy on me, just so you know. But it's a sick hoodie, and it's one of the best hoodies that I have used. And trust you me on this, I am very, very thorough when I test my clothes. I'm very picky when I test my clothes because I have ordered my own clothes. I've designed my own clothes 10 years ago. So whenever I picked out these hoodies and these t-shirts, I was very picky. And I've been washing them and tumble dry them. Don't do that, but I've done everything to them. Proof Deep. I just found your channel this month, and let me say, awesome channel, man. I'm new to all this, and your channel helps. Thanks, dude. Nice to have you here. I have been creating my own logos and designs with my A1 and laser engraver, but having a tough time printing my own logo seems like it is too detailed. Yeah, you might have to dial things down if that's the case. Andre, happy to see you finally managed to make the original merch dream a reality so many years later. Any plans on trying to proper screen printing with inks and screen printing frames? Yeah, I've been looking into that, but it all depends on the amount of people that is buying things. Like I can't start, with the best thing every single time. I can't start with making 100 t-shirts if I only sell 10. I can't start with making 1,000 hoodies if I only sell 100. So I need to make small batches and then move into the territories when I feel like it's the time and place. I think that is the most important thing. So if people buy the merch and if people use the merch, then yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna do my best to actually look in to get better screen prints, or even what is it called? Like discharge, I think it is. We shoot an electric current, and then it kind of gets embedded into the actual thing. Have to go, Peter. Wish you the very best. Thank you for tuning in. Nice hoodie. In the back, hell yeah. I know, right? I watch everything you do. I don't know if you realize, but you really light up when you talk about things you seem to really love. Making videos and creating your own products. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. And I think I think that is interesting how that works, right? Because whenever I make a video on a new topic that I'm very passionate about, those videos usually don't perform, even though I'm very passionate about it. So that is what is going to be interesting in this year when I'm making the new kind of content, because I'm nerdy as hell, like you should see my network setup. It's super nerdy. Love the hoodie. Thanks, dude. The Prime gear looks really cool. I might have to fly there to get some. Yeah, dude. Hopefully we'll get the US base at some point. That'd be sick. Are you ever going to do a meet and greet in Stockholm or Malmö? If you missed it, you're gonna have to check out Stockholm next Sunday. So in a week from now, I'm gonna be in Stockholm on Scandinavian Photo from 1300 hours to 1530. Yeah. When you grow slowly and think about it's the best way. Yeah, I mean, I like I've been doing the YouTube thing for so long right now, and it feels like right now it's moving into a direction where I have absolutely no idea anymore, Hi, Peter. Great stuff you do. Somewhere you were talking about your window blinds. What was the brand? I can't find the video. You should go and check out my video about the Homey Pro, and I talk about the Smart Wings blinds. So check that out. Go to my profile, check the videos, and then the latest video on the Homey Pro is covering the window blinds because they're kind of integrated into my entire home at this point. Thank God you handle drills better than lenses and mics. Yeah, I drop stuff. How's your dad doing? He's doing well. Thank you. Doing really well. I probably have to get inside now because it's getting late and I have no idea how Amanda is doing inside. But if you have any last questions, I'm going to give you 5 minutes if there's any that you want covered. That is it. Then I'm leaving. Probably going to be live next week again at some point. Who knows? Visiting Gothenburg 2 times in the coming months. Any recommendation for good places to eat? I'm useless when it comes to going out to eat. But if you go to, I think it's called Brasserie Draken in Clarion Hotel, really good place. Also very expensive. How do I get the best performance from the DJI Mini 4K? I don't know. You should probably just fly it. Andre, also that old place of yours have plenty of space for screen printing press. Absolutely, dude. But I will not invest money into a screen printing press unless I actually see an ROI on the current merch. That's what I'm going to say. I would love to dive into screen printing, but it's not worth it. Like, you can't just buy stuff and then hope for the best. You need to see some sort of dividends coming through, right? Okay. Oh, by the way, what is the greater sizes of the hoodie? So the hoodie that I use is the large, and this one, let me show you. I'm going to show you the last thing here. So that I got, sorry. Okay. So the t-shirt that I'm using is XL. You can see it here. Like, it's actually going down a little bit down here. And I want it to be one of those t-shirts that doesn't go all the way up when you raise your arms like that. And to whoever might be getting this hoodie in the mail, hope you're gonna love it because I'm going to wear it. But this is large, okay? I'm a big dude. I'm 187 and I'm 220. And this is what a large hoodie looks like on me, okay? Large, mind you. So, again, large. That is why I'm saying, like, you don't need an XL unless you're actually, you know, very, very big. But yeah, that's the current sizes. And if there's enough people that are returning the large, then I will order some XLs. But I don't think that a lot of people understand like how big they actually are when it comes to the sizes. So I'm going to say that the large is actually an XL. Okay. Not a question, but 1,000 thanks for all the joy. You're the proof that if you want to, just do it. No excuses, no waiting, no script, just being yourself. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Since having surgery, it's been rough getting my energy and drive back. I haven't created videos in forever since then. It sucks. Yes, I understand that. I'm excited for the next chapter on the channel. Speaking of your dad, I could do some of his wise words if he's up to it. I'm going to try to see if I can weave some in there. Have a great evening. Hopefully see you in Sweden sometime. Have a great evening, you too. What streaming software are you using for your streams? Right now I'm using OBS. Always a good tip to buy merch from tall dudes. Then you know you'll get something that doesn't turn into crop top. Told you. Okay. Don't forget to check out my LUTs if you want to have the same look as I do and you're shooting with Sony camera. These are like really good. Trust me on that. I am super, super proud of these and how they came out. Purchase the, master pack or one-off. It's all up to you, but you're not going to be disappointed if you're shooting with Sony camera or DJI D-Log. I will get back to you. We're going to do one more live stream in the coming week or weeks. We're going to have to see how much time I have on my hands, but this was great. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. And let's hope that the new chapter for the channel is just going to be ticking on, because I love making videos and I will not stop making videos, whether it is about freaking vacuum cleaners, 3D printers, laser engravers, lawn makers, lawn mowers, or whatever it is. I'm going to make videos because it's fun. That's where we're at. So have a good one, and I'll see ya.